Well, I'll be damned. Literally the next day after I uploaded the last PSP collection video, I just bought a bunch more PSP games, and I got them all of these games. I think there's like 6 games. I got all for like $1, so that's a really good deal. I got this all at, I got all these games used at a local library because they have like donations and stuff like that. And for some reason, they said, "Hey, all these games, 50 cents a piece," but these were included in the cases, so it ended up being more of a bargain than what they thought it was. But yeah, let's talk about these games. I got SOCOM, U.S. Navy SEALs, Fire Team Bravo for the PSP. This I got for 50 cents and came with 2 games. So I'll talk about those 2 games later, but here we are. So this game is this game's like a third-person shooter. I played a little bit of it, and it was a lot of fun. I'm not too big on playing PSP games. I mean, I'm not too big on playing third-person shooters on the PSP because there's no right analog stick. It's more of a face button input thing, which it sucks. But what do you expect? It's a PSP. But for what it is, it's pretty fun. I didn't play a lot of it because I'm planning on playing more PlayStation 2 games at the moment. So I don't have time for PSP right now. I'm solely focused on beating all my PSP I'm solely focused on beating all my PlayStation 2 games at the moment, and then PS1 games after that, and then after that maybe PSP games. But it's a whole laundry list of games. But yeah, this is pretty decent. If you can get for like less than 50 cents, good bargain because I got it for less than 50 cents. Well, technically I paid 50 cents for this game and it came with 2 free games, but if you include those 2 free games into the 50 cent price tag, it's a pretty damn good deal. So yeah, decent game. I'll play more of it in the future, but yeah, that's all I can say right now. I only played like 10 minutes of the game. But just to see if it, if it would play my PSP, and it does. It doesn't skip at all, no scratches. But next up, we got ATV Off Road Fury, Blazing Trails, I think. Yeah. This is a racing game with ATVs, and I think you can do some stunts in it. And I believe the reason why it's in this kind of case is because it came bundled with a PSP when they bought it brand new. Because usually, PSPs will have like a PSP bundle where you get like a free pack-in game. And I assume this is the pack-in game that they came, free with their PSP. So yeah, I played a tiny bit of this game. It's pretty fun. I mean, what do you expect for an ATV racing game? It is what it is. It's not a 10 out of 10, but hey, if you want a cheap racing game, this is a good one, a decent little play. But yeah, again, good deal. Then next up we got Need for Speed, Most Wanted, STD. Is that STD or SOSTO? Oh, 510. So it's Need for Speed Most Wanted 510, not STD. What am I expect? What did I think? Why would they call it STD? That's the stupidest name you could possibly give it. Cough cough. Star Trek Discovery. But yeah. This game I actually didn't play yet. So this is the one that I haven't played yet. But I have played Need for Speed, I think Most Wanted on the PS Vita. I think there's a PS Vita version of that same game. And it's pretty good. I assume this is the same exact game, but with downgraded graphics. So maybe this is a previous, game. Like this is an older, this is not the Most Wanted, this is not the same Need for Speed game I'm thinking of. Maybe it's a different version of the game. I don't know. But from what I played for the PS Vita version of the game, it's a pretty fun, racing game where you can swap between cars and, drive whatever you want. But yeah, give it like a 7 out of 10 for that. I guess. I don't know. I haven't played it. I have played the PS Vita version. If it is the same version, if it's the same exact game I'm thinking of, but yeah. There you go. And then next up we got a movie. Here's a PSP movie called Lords of Dogtown. I haven't seen this movie. and I still haven't watched the full movie. I just wanted to see if it would play, and it did. So let me know if it's any good, if this movie's any good, and I'll watch it. But I assume because the casing, this probably came with a PSP console. Like you bought the bundle and it came with Lords of Dogtown and the ATV game. I assume that's the case. But anyway, I looked up online, and this is like a fictionalized documentary based on I think the invention of skateboards or something like that, I believe, or the not the invention of skateboards, but of a company that made skateboards or something like that. I believe. I'm not too sure because I haven't seen the movie myself. I only saw like 10 minutes of the film, and then I stopped because I was like, you know what? I'm not in the mood to watch this movie I haven't heard of. But yeah, again, I got this Most Wanted and ATV Blazing Trails for 50 cents. And I got Dogtown and this game for 50 cents. And this is Namco Museum Battle Collection for the PSP. This comes with Pac-Man arrangement, Galaga arrangement, Rally X arrangement, and Dig Dug arrangement. And these arrangement titles, they're like 3D remasters of the same exact arcade game. So you take the 2D graphics so they take the 2D graphics of the original arcade games and then just make it 3D, which is pretty cool. But then they also add a couple more gimmicks, so it's not an exact port of those arcade games just made 3D. There's some added, there's some like added new levels, some added new power-ups and skills, so it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different, but it's still like a remaster, like like the Crash Insane trilogy, both arcade games, or like the Spyro Reunite trilogy, but again with arcade games from the 80s. Still very fun. I enjoyed it, and not only that, but there's also some not reimagining, so not remastered versions of the arcade games. So if you just want to play the classic 80 version, if you just want to play the classic 80 2D versions or pixel art versions of the same games, you can. And not only that, but there's also a few other games included that just don't have the remastered version of the game. It's just the original 2D pixel art version of the game, nothing else. No 3D reimagining, just the classic 2D ones. And those, again, they play fine, and they're pretty fun. The ones I did play so far were the Pac-Man rearrangements. I played Mappy. I played, what was the other one called? I think it's called Exevious, which is like a side-scrolling like shooting game, or it's like a side-scrolling beat 'em up for the arcade. It's just pretty okay. Not the best. It's not. It is what it is. So yeah, out of 10, I give this collection a solid little 7. Pretty fun. So all these games are like mostly 7s. Like none of these games I would go out of my way to buy, but because they're so dirt cheap, I got it. So yeah, all these games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $1. That's it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little PSP update video of my collection. I'll get more games in the future. Maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, I just had to buy these because $1 for all this, freaking good deal. But yeah, see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments below what video game collection, what other video game consoles you want me to talk about in the future, and I'll make more videos on that. And yeah, see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll keep you updated when I get more PSP games. If I get them this cheap, or if I decide what, I'll pay $50 for this PSP game I just really want. I don't know. Actually, I probably wouldn't pay $50 for a PSP game because PSP games are very, very easy to emulate, and there's no problem at all with emulating these PSP games, except for Yellow Avenger. I know Yellow Avenger has a whole lot of difficulties emulating, but still, I can easily emulate these PSP games perfectly fine, so there's no point for me to buy these anymore, other than just to have the case. But, 50 cents, $1, less than $10, fine enough. I'll pay the money just to have the case and just to say, hey, look, I have this in my collection. I didn't emulate it, but still, you know, PSP games are not the top pick for, you know, buying for me, use anymore. But yeah, see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the video. Done.